Why would a judge take almost 30 years off of the recommended sentence that a jury made for a man who allegedly SA'd students? So, Stephen Lister was a teacher and coach at the Episcopal Collegiate School before he was accused of essaying students. He was actually accused of text messaging a female student, which was a violation of school code. He then resigned from his position. I believe that he resigned and that he wasn't fired, but these charges then came up. So, if you don't know, the Episcopal Collegiate School is a K-3 through 12 school that is to prepare students for college. On the website, the description that they use is Episcopal Collegiate School is a co-educational, independent college preparatory school dedicated to nurturing students from pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. Committed to academic excellence, we offer a challenging curriculum paired with a rich array of arts, athletics, and extracurricular activities, ensuring a well-rounded educational experience. Our welcoming and supportive community fosters personal growth, motivating students to explore their passions, to think critically, and to develop as compassionate leaders ready to make a positive impact on the world. Originally charged in an over 10-page arrest report, Stephen Lister was accused of sexual indecency with a child along with sexual assault in the first degree. Now, I would say that this is a K-12 crime, absolutely, because he was a teacher at a K-12 school when these crimes allegedly occurred. Stephen Lister, who had been employed by other schools before he was at the Episcopal Collegiate School, was only at the school for about 27 months from July 2018 till October 2021 when he resigned from his position. At the school, he was a teacher who taught wellness classes. He was a student advisor, and he also coached football, baseball, and basketball. So there were ultimately 3 accusers that came forward. He was charged with by the first 2 accusers. The third accuser, in that case, he was actually separately charged. But that one, the third victim, is the victim that he ended up resigning over because she complained repeatedly about him texting her, and that was a violation of the school rules. Now, initially, when police talked to her, she denied that he had SA'd her in any way, but she did ultimately come forward and say that she, too, was a victim. Now, if you want to say, I guess you can say what you want to say about this, but that's not really unusual for a child, a teenager, to deny having been inappropriately touched when they were actually a victim. Really, there's a case for either way on that, but it's not unusual. Now, you might ask yourself, what is Stephen Lister's defense to all of this? Well, his defense is that he was set up by 3 students that just had it out for him. They had it out for him for so long. They set him up. They sent these messages or made it look like these messages came from his device, but he didn't have anything to do with it. Now, these messages, some of them did not come out for a while after they were sent. So it's a little ludicrous, in my opinion, to say that some teenagers just had it out for you and they were just on a years-long path to bring you down. And I would say likely the jury did not believe Stephen Lister either, because they only took 2.5 hours to deliberate to find him guilty. And when they found him guilty, they actually requested that the 2 charges he was charged with, that the sentences be ran consecutively, which would have been 66 years in prison. Rather than do 66 years in prison, the judge actually sentenced him to 36 years in prison, which I think is a miscarriage of justice. Why allow the jury to recommend a sentence when you're going to just about half that sentence for a man who wouldn't keep his hands to himself? Stephen Lister was charged, or it came out that he repeatedly exposed himself to one girl, repeatedly SA'd another girl, There was allegations that he was sexually indecent with one of the girls, showed her a video of himself pleasuring himself when she was a ninth grader. And then there were 2 counts of second-degree SA because of how he had twice groped another girl during off-campus meetings that he set up during that girl's senior year. Though Mr. Lister claimed that this group of students had it out for him, he couldn't explain to his attorney or the prosecutors why it is that they had it out for him. He told the jurors the girls could have been motivated by hopes of winning a lawsuit, perhaps, or because the youngest of the 3, according to Stephen Lister, was caught being inappropriate in a bathroom and told Stephen Lister that she would ruin his life. He just maintains that he didn't do any of this. The quote from him is, "I didn't do anything they're saying. I've done what I'm telling you is I did not send those messages and I did not touch those girls." And I guess basically what I have to say to that is, okay, bro, have fun in prison.